everyone. Welcome to this week's Movement episode. We're going to talk about Dirty Dozen List victories. There's some pretty significant progress. As many of you know, we name and yes, we shame 12 mainstream companies each year who are profiting from or facilitating sexual abuse and exploitation. These are companies that most of us use pretty much daily because we can't get away from them. They are so big, yet they're part of the massive problem we're fighting. However, because you all have raised your voices, we've seen pretty significant progress with Apple, CashApp, and LinkedIn. So stay tuned for that. We're going to also share some updates about Nevada and the lawsuits against the biggest brothels and strip clubs there. Because as you know, whenever prostitution is legalized or decriminalized, sex trafficking explodes. That's what we're seeing, and we are holding them accountable. And then some good news here in DC from Congress. There are a number of key bills moving forward to help curb image-based sexual abuse, in particular deepfake or AI-generated pornography and AI-generated CSAM. One key bill, the PROTECT Act, is so critical. It's got a lot of bipartisan support, so we want to share some of that with you too. Stay tuned.
This is the movement to end sexual exploitation.
Raise the roof! Popular payment platform CashApp is consistently ranked by law enforcement as the top payment platform used for sextortion, buying and selling of child sexual abuse material, prostitution, sex trafficking, and a host of other crimes. After being named to the 2024 Dirty Dozen list, CashApp is now hiring a program manager for anti-human exploitation and financial crimes. The job description states that they will combat human exploitation on the CashApp platform with a focus on preventing the sale of child sex abuse material and payments which involve human trafficking. Thank you to everyone who has helped this campaign. Visit dirtydozenlist.com to help ensure corporations prioritize people over profits.
Already, we've had incredible progress. Thank you for taking action. Apple kicked out all of the nudifying apps that we brought to their attention. Some were rated for age 4+, and kids are downloading them, creating deepfake pornography abuse by the thousands and bullying their classmates. It's unacceptable that this was in the App Store. LinkedIn also removed nudifying bot promotions and ads and articles. LinkedIn's place on the Dirty Dozen list was featured in the UK Daily Mail. We found posts with titles like Best Undress Apps and Websites in 2024 or Best 6 Alternatives to Bikini Off Bought Online in 2024. This is ridiculous. How can we normalize this kind of material? But LinkedIn responded to the journalists and to so many of you who reached out. And since the Daily Mail piece, we have not seen any such app promotions. Instagram also heard your demands. They will proactively blur sexually explicit content and put up warnings if minors are about to send sexually explicit content. They extended the hard-won policy change from January that would default this for 13 to 15-year-olds to now all youth under 17. Together we push back, knowing that the most at-risk group for sextortion are 15 to 17-year-old boys. Please keep up the pressure. Take action at dirtydozenlist.com.
Survivors are suing Nevada's brothels and strip clubs. One brothel took 50% of what Jane Doe earned and charged her for room, board, and transport. She wasn't allowed to leave while she owed the brothel money. Now, she suffers from PTSD. Nevada is a prime example of what happens when sex buying and pimping are legal. Men buy sexual access with impunity. Traffickers operate with equal impunity. The sex trade explodes, harming marginalized people. This is why the Nicosi Law Center joined with Jason Guanasso to represent survivors of Nevada's legalized prostitution system. You can help by ensuring that prostitution doesn't become legal in your state.
A number of key policy groups gathered at our office to game plan legislative solutions to protect children from pornography. And Utah Senator Mike Lee heard about the gathering and came over to join us. His leadership with the PROTECT Act and the SCREEN Act are huge. He has taken hours to sit with and learn from parents and survivors in order to craft truly helpful solutions. Friends, protecting kids online is probably the only thing that Congress can agree on right now. It has been 25 years with Congress doing nothing to protect kids online. It must change right now.
This is the movement to end sexual exploitation.
This is a coalition that we're building here today.